Hello there everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all well. Who do we have in the chat today? Apologies for the delay. I just thought I'd give people a few minutes just to settle in. I actually have a little surprise for everyone, which is why I've sort of delayed the start of the stream again for a few minutes. Gunnar Dre's in the building. Hiya mate, you alright? Good to hear from you again. All good. Good to hear, man. I need to watch the latest episode of your series that I believe you released today, mate. I will catch up on that one tomorrow. I've now got the rest of the week off work, so I'll be indulging, I think, in some FM content over the next few days. And yeah, I'm not too bad. It's a bit warm, but other than that, not too bad. You see, I was going to wait until we had some solid numbers. Here he is, here's Mason. I was going to wait until we had some solid numbers before I gave you guys the surprise that I had in order for you. But I'm actually really excited and I just want to show you now. And to be fair, I can always show any stragglers that make their way into the stream a bit later on. So, without further ado, should we kick things off? What do you reckon? I reckon we should. You guys are probably bored of looking at this thumbnail by now. So, episode 7, I believe we're on now. Already. Let's get into it. So here we are. Not a great end to the last stream. We ended up losing an eagerly anticipated cup game that took a while to get to as well, which made it even more of an insult to lose it 1-0. However, every cloud and whatnot, I believe at least now we'll be able to focus on the league and securing our top flight status. As you can see, we are mid-table. Sexy. I'm glad you liked the intro. I'm really glad you liked it. And Kate, thanks again for your help earlier on. Really appreciate it. I mean, if you guys at any point through the stream want to see the intro again, just holler at me and I might drop it for you once or twice through the stream. There's a nice little outro at the end as well, so make sure you stick around for that. So as I was saying, we are mid-table. We're looking quite healthy. We've just brought in a very good signing as well. A really good signing. In an area of the pitch that we were lacking. It's not even worth criticising him. So, let's crack on. Got a league game right around the corner. And hopefully not too much of a lengthy gap between our next league game and the one after that. I know the last 2 streams I think we've had an international break and then the winter break, so I apologise for that. I have tried to sim off stream as much as I can, sort of keep things moving nicely. Sorry, Gunnar Dre, mate. I missed your message in the chat there. So you work in a gym and you've been told you're not opening up again yet, so more time to make content. Fantastic stuff. And you don't want to be working in a gym in this weather anyway, mate. This is the young Barcelona centre-half that we were in for on a free transfer. I'm not sure we're going to win him. Yeah, hopefully you guys have been looking forward to this stream. I know I have, for sure. It's been a few days. I'm also toying with the idea of releasing my first ever video, but I'm not too sure yet. Tell you one thing that I'm mulling over in my head, and that is whether we play Nyonto from the start in this game, or whether we bring him on as a sub. He came on in the cup game, didn't do an awful lot. Kate was looking forward to seeing how the switch to and from the intro went. What would you rate out of 10, Kate, for someone who's had very little practice? Hopefully I've not disappointed. Tell you what I'm really looking forward to, guys, is the transition between the current formation and system we're playing into my preferred system. Oh wow, this guy looks unreal. I think, have we already approached to sign him? I think we have. How many clubs are in for him? Because he looks pretty good. Us and Sochaux. I think we're going to have to offer him some more money. Maybe offer the agent some more money as well to try and swing it our way. Please join us. Kate, you've given me a 10 off the bat, straight away. First one. Fantastic. I'll take that. Gunnar Dre thinks I should get in on the video action because editing's fun. You see, I don't... That's the bit that is putting me off, is spending all the time editing. At the moment, obviously, because of the current situation, I'd probably have the time. But when I go back to work properly, I don't want to promise people videos and then not be able to do it and follow through on that. You know, sort of post COVID-19, really. I don't think that'd be fair for you guys because, you know, you'd have certain expectations of me in terms of output, and I might only be able to commit to a few live streams a week as opposed to videos. But also, I don't want to put content out there in the form of a video just for the sake of it. I'd only really put one out if I had something that I really wanted to talk about, which is why I'm toying with the idea of just putting this one out to begin with. In terms of showing my face, you see there's a couple of reasons that you guys aren't seeing me at the moment. One is my setup. It's not exactly ideal just because I'm starting out and I haven't got all the bits that I need, etc. So I'm improvising a little bit. So I'm trying to keep the production value high, or as high as it can be. And secondly, I'm not going to lie, it's cost a fair bit of money trying to get up and running, making sure that things are in place, buying a microphone, all the graphical content for the channels, the branding, etc. It has stacked up slightly. And so I'm a little bit reluctant to keep splashing the cash all in the space of a sort of month before I see the kind of reception that the streams get first, if that makes sense. So a camera is on the cards. I'm just not sure if it will be in the next month. We'll have to see. I could be tempted. You guys will probably be pretty disappointed when you get to see my face though. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, that's really kind of you. Thanks for those nice words. I appreciate it. I was a little bit nervous, to be fair, doing the first one. But your foolproof guide earlier has certainly helped me out. Actually, just quickly, this is rather unprofessional of me, but I'm just... Oh, that's not good. Hang on a second, what's going on here? Apologies guys, I'm having a bit of a nightmare. This is not good. Apologies guys, I'm not quite sure what's happened here. Can you guys still see my screen? Oh, sorry guys, this isn't good. So you can see my screen, but I can't see my stream on Streamlabs. And I'm trying to fix it, but I can't see what... Oh, hang on. What an absolute nightmare this has been. I can only apologise. What I was trying to do, guys, was make this logo smaller so that it wasn't so intrusive. And what I've ended up doing is making an absolute tit of myself mid-stream. Is that better? Can you guys see okay now, yeah? hopefully that's all good now, because that was a pain in the arse. Much better. Okay. We were experiencing some technical difficulties, I think is the official line. Apologies. Should we start again? Do you know what, guys? Let's start again, right? Properly. Bam. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 7. Oh, I'm only joking. I won't do that again, but I just thought it was a good opportunity to drop the intro again. Right, clean slate. Apologies. Let's move on. Let's get this game played. Oh, here we go. 1.5 million for Siriachu Pal, who couldn't hit a barn door. We're getting 1.3 of it in the transfer budget. Thank you very much. I was waiting for that to go through. Barbier's going to leave on a free. Not the end of the world. We couldn't get much money for him. We could offer them the chance to sign him now. Oh no, it hasn't come up yet. Sometimes an option comes up where you can flog them now. Yeah, that one wouldn't have been a smooth, Kate. I was a little bit flustered after the technical problems. And when I say technical problems, I mean me deciding to make the logo a monstrous size, covering the entire stream, and then losing the ability to see the stream myself. So, apologies. Everyone's in for this kid. And he wanted some wages. Yeah, we're not landing him. I'm not going to loan Sommer out, which I know sounds strange considering he hasn't made an appearance yet in the league. However, what he does give us is flexibility to switch to playing with inside forwards. And then play Nyonto on the other wing. Oh, okay, that's good to know, Kate. Gives me a bit of wiggle room, doesn't it? I suppose. Like I said, guys, I do apologise, but I'm sure you can all appreciate I'm a very new rookie streamer, so unfortunately at times mistakes will be made. Hopefully though, the actual overall stream and the save is worth sticking around for. Okay, that's good. Grandjean, well, it's not good that Grandjean's injured, but it does make my mind up for me. Mr. Nyonto is making his first start. Although we are looking quite short overall in terms of the squad. Right, I would say this is probably our best available 11, so let's just get into it. Well, I must say I'm glad you see it that way, Kate, because I'm sitting here an anxious mess whenever I make a mistake. So thanks again for the support. You've been great. I wonder if Gunnar Dre's had enough of looking at a big logo though and decided to duck out. I hope not. What's the assistant telling me to say? Dirt Cout thinks I should tell them to do it for the fans. That doesn't tend to work. I'll tell them we've got nothing to lose. At least we've got a few positive reactions from that. Okay. If I want to laugh, I should go back and look at Kate's videos from 2.5 years ago. I'm sure they were great. It's easy, isn't it, to look back and be a bit more critical now. But that's because you've got the benefit of the experience that you've now got. I'm not quite sure why the media are making this sale of Powell such a big deal, because he barely fucking scored for us. Come on, boys, what we got? That's a good save. Can we work a shooting opportunity? Why is the fullback shooting? They don't really tend to listen to a word I say, to be honest, guys. Oh, that's unlucky. That was good play. Unfortunate we didn't take the lead. Oh, no, non-toe. Was he offside? No, he wasn't offside. He's got to do better with that. That's a good turnover. I love it when we win the ball back that high up the pitch. Oh, come on. Get this back. Oh my god. I had a horrible feeling about that highlight. Went on for too long. Oh, that's not good. We've been absolutely all over him as well. Hi Rachel, no worries. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my god, how are we 2 goals down in this game? We've been killing them. You're fucking joking. We're giving away a penalty as well. This game couldn't have gone any worse. Oh, it wasn't a pen. Shows how much I was paying attention. Great finish from Yonto. First goal for the club. It's a big one as well. Can it kickstart our performance in this game? Let's hope so. Oh, Indigo, that's a big chance. The lucky charm has arrived. Yes, you have. Going in at 2-1 doesn't bother me as much because I feel like we can just... Yeah, we'll go passionate rather than aggressive. Wasn't good enough, boys. After dominating the first part of the game as well. And then since then, we've not really done much. Most of our shots and everything came in sort of first quarter of the game. I have got a plan if we're still not level by about the 60th minute. Am I going to show off my intro again? Maybe. Maybe. If there's enough demand for it, potentially. Don't want to overdo it though, because then the novelty wears off, doesn't it? That's a good ball. Oh, Indigo. Straight to keeper. Good defending, Renault. Pick someone out, Leakos. Oh my god, what are you doing? Fantastic. Right, okay. That's made my mind up for me. Firstly, how fucking shit have we been? Secondly, Sommer's going to make his first appearance. And we are going to switch to my preferred tactic. Oh, hang on. Okay, yep, overlap. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so this is how I set up with Manuza on my other save. And I'm hoping this is going to bring us some joy now. Hoping, obviously. Renault's been pretty shit. And Farino's not been much better. We'll give him a couple of minutes. The tear gas plan had more about it. Ugh. There's just no convincing you, is there, Kate? I don't think. There's no convincing you. Let's demand more. Come on. Right, I want us picking out those inside forwards. I want the half back on the ball. Oh, what are we doing? Oh my god. Oh, wow. This is one to forget. Where has this performance come from? Where the fuck has this performance come from? We've not been this bad for ages. I think it's just FM's way of reminding me that it's going to be a tough season. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. I'm going to change one of the wing backs. Not sure which one. Oh, I'm glad I weren't watching then, because we've conceded yet again. This has been a fucking disaster. Finally, we actually score a goal that this system is designed for us to score. I'm telling you guys, the late comeback is on. If we can get another one before the 75th. Oh, that was a big chance. Free header. Let's just go very attacking. Oh, what have you done there? Just tap it in. Maybe I shouldn't have gone very attacking. On the counter though, we could hurt them. Fucking hell. What an absolute shit show. Rachel, I don't know, I go through spells. Sometimes I take on board all the assistants' advice, but then sometimes when I do it, I then get advice that counteracts the advice I've just been given and have just decided to take on board because, for example, a player's been dragged out of their position to look after someone. Okay, the comeback, guys, I'm telling you, is on. If we can get the fourth before the 90th minute, then it's anyone's game. Oh, that could have been it. That could have been it. Oh wow, that's a let off. Okay, we've probably got a bit too much to do now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, let's just draw a line under this game, I feel. Oh, it could get worse. The team talk's not going to be nice after this game, by the way. Okay, what an absolute shit show. I can't decide whether we looked better when we switched the formation slightly. We were certainly a bit more open, which led to us conceding more goals, but then we scored some as well. Okay, he's pretty average. He's not interested in joining. Do we have anyone joining us in this window? That's right, we've made some offers, haven't we? A couple of free transfers. Because, actually... yeah, we should really try and keep some money back. No, not someone I'm interested in. Has Rachel seen the intro yet on the stream? I'm not sure she has. You missed an absolute howler from me as well, Rachel. In fact, I'm pretty sure you're going to sit there and giggle if you ever watch this back and you come across the error I made. These guys will tell you. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it is the intro that I sent you on Twitter, to be fair. But I thought, you know, seeing it live and whatnot. Just the one howler, question mark. That's not very nice. Way to build up my confidence, Rachel. Thanks for that. You're already watching it back, are you? we do have a bit of money to spend if we're willing to not bring in Rodri at the end of the season. Because that's the reason I'm keeping some money back to add to whatever prize money we get for our league position to then pay his release clause. This guy would be really good for us, but I'm pretty sure he wanted a lot more than 11k a week. This guy looks good. Where is he? Art to show went to AC Milan. He'd have been a good player to bring in if we could afford him. Where is he? We had any? Oh, there we go. Ramos Mingo. Guarantee if we go to approach to sign him. Oh, he's not even interested in talking. Yeah, he was asking for silly money when we approached him. According to the scout report, he'd only want a maximum of 11k a week. Strange. No, Dre, you didn't miss anything, mate. I didn't make any more massive errors, so that was good. I mean, you missed us get beat. Oh, wow. Okay. Guys, this little gem wants to join us. I didn't see that one coming. He is very decent. 2k a week on a free transfer. And he'll join in the summer. Nope, Dominici can't leave on loan. Okay, I think you should stream your Wabani Athletic save. If I'm honest. I think that'd be fun. Now that is a signing, guys. On a free. How much would they ask for? Guys, 60k to bring him in now. I think that's probably a no-brainer, isn't it? 60k. Let's do it. We never know when we're going to need the depth. And if all else fails, he can play for the 20s. Pascal Perez. No. Fantastic. I reckon that's a great bit of business. Get him in the squad. Oh, guys, I'll tell you a feature we can have on the streams, and that is you guys can help me pick a Chilled Moose regen face for every single regen that we sign. However, I'm a bit reluctant to do it right now because of the previous absolute balls up I made mid-stream. I don't really want to mess around with Streamlabs whilst I'm live, if I'm honest. But I'll tell you what we'll do. To get you guys engaging on social media, tomorrow I will tweet. Actually, that's probably not a great idea. I'm not sure if Laura would want her faces going public on Twitter without... I don't know. Basically, guys, my idea was that I would tweet 3 faces and you could pick one of the 3, vote on them, and then that face would be the face we use for our regens. But I'm not sure how Laura would feel about that. Okay, I remember he's got a release clause, but I think that was to get him to join us. So that's fine. We'll try and negotiate that down. Oh, sorry, away if we can. 27. Why not? You can have 27. That could be a Patreon thing for cash. I suppose it could be. Ah, that's a good idea. Actually, guys, if everyone joins the Discord, we can vote on faces in the Discord. How about that? If you wouldn't mind hooking everyone up with the link to the Discord, Rachel, that would be fantastic. If you wouldn't mind doing that. And then we can all have a vote. Tomorrow morning I'll put 3 faces in the Discord. And we can choose a face for our new signing, Pierre Hubert. We've got a couple of Frenchmen in the team as well to help him get to know the squad, help him settle in. I'm really happy with that signing. We've done some good business already on this save. And I'm intrigued, Rachel, how do you think it would work on Patreon then, in terms of... So you guys would be able to pick a face for a regen of your choice and maybe name them? Is that what you're thinking? Pierre Hubert. Okay, thanks for correcting me, Kate. This is going to be a key theme. Every time we sign a player, I'm going to get their name wrong and Kate's going to correct me. I really wish, on stream, we could cut to Kate on camera for her to sound out the names of players for us every time we sign a new player. We'd have a nice little cutscene or something. Yeah, I think that could be an option, Rachel. That's obviously assuming that people would be willing to subscribe to a Patreon. And I'm not sure that my content is of a level that people would do that. I could be wrong. But I'm just going to keep working on the quality of the stuff I'm putting out for you guys. And if that's something that, you know, comes up, then it'd certainly help me out, because I think, like I said at the start of the stream when Gunnar Dre asked about me showing my face on stream, the costs do stack up when you're first starting out. There are a few bits and bobs you've got to get. Who's this kid? Centre back. Oh, he's 5'9". No thanks. There we go. It's already saying that he could be one of our best players. We can have a Skype or Zoom call open and capture the window to the stream. I suppose we could. I could add it as a scene, couldn't I? And we could cut to Kate sounding out player names. Rachel's not a fan of people showing themselves on stream. It covers important information. It does, to be fair. I think if I was going to do it, I'd get rid of the logo that's down in the bottom left, and it'd have to go there, I think, because I reckon that's the least intrusive place for it. Give the boy some confidence, hopefully. Tell him that we're looking for him to make an impact straight away. Okay, Kate, I think we'll certainly look into it. I reckon for the summer transfer window, when we're likely to make more signings, when we have a batch coming in, or maybe for Youth Intake Day, what do you reckon, in March? Because we're going to have some regens then. You could go through and pronounce them all for us. The scout reports coming back. Yeah, that's it, Kate. I'd probably have to green screen to make sure it's not taking up too much space, which also means getting hold of a green screen. So it's another thing to add to the list of purchases. I've just seen a notification pop up that Gunnar Dre, I know you're not going to be happy with, and that is that Martinelli for Arsenal has been ruled out for a long time with a knee injury. That's not good. Yeah, Kate, sounds good. I think we should definitely look into that as being a feature. I haven't got Zoom though, but I'm sure I could quickly make one. I do have Skype. Martinelli, Kate, for Arsenal. Is the young Brazilian that they bought from like the Brazilian third tier, and he suddenly just became an absolute gem for them. Rachel, as long as you're not commentating on my tactics or my approach to Football Manager in general and slating me in the media, then we'll do it. Okay, this guy's gone to Zaragoza. Yeah, we were never going to sign him. Would have been a nice one, though. Looks like a decent player. A lot of people have offered contracts to the the Barcelona youngster that we've offered a contract to. Okay, we're creeping closer to our league game. I'm not looking forward to this one. Oh god. Although I think the last time I said that, we beat them. Am I right? I was dreading that game for a while, and then we went and pulled out a ridiculous result. Now this is a name that I shouldn't struggle to pronounce, Kate. Stefan Finger. That's... First of all, it's a strange name, but it is straightforward, so I can't possibly mess that one up. He says. Also, guys, guess who has the rest of the week off work? So, I mean, earlier streams could be an option for us. Could even do back-to-back days. Oh god, Kate, just... Honestly, I can't catch a break with you. You're on me constantly. But, okay, by the end of this save and this series, I will be a linguistic genius. I'll be able to pronounce any name. I'm telling you. Watford signed Carnu. I think he looked pretty decent. Yeah, he did. It's a good signing for them. I wonder if our new sign-in... Oh, okay, he's in the first team. Let's train him. Right, first of all, he's not going to be playing that hard of the pitch because we don't play over 10. So he will be... He can be an advanced playmaker. Put him on attack for now. And why don't we improve... What should we improve? I mean, he can't shoot for shit, but then he's already got looks for pass rather than attempting to score. First of all, I'm going to train him to play killer through balls. There we go. I'm glad we agree on that one, Mr. Coach. Okay, let's just try him on that for now, because he's learning a new trait and he's learning a new position. Don't want to overdo it. I've got a sneaky suspicion that he's going to overtake Dominici in terms of his progress. Although, look at Dominici go as well. He's coming on leaps and bounds. That's pretty good going. I think Grungin's... Yeah, he's out of this next game as well. So Nyonso's going to get another start. I need to get the Discord link in the description. I do actually. When I So when I post the stream, sorry, as videos afterwards, I do put it in there. But you're right, I should put the live link in the description of the video as it's coming to you guys live. Very silly mistake of mine. But feel free to spam it all over social media, in the chat, wherever, because it'd be good to get a nice little community going in the Discord. And it'll obviously enable us to do things like equip better player faces to our regens and stuff. Oh, what happened there? I don't know what I clicked then. Oh man, Kate, your board have done you dirty there. I hate it when that happens, when the board intervene and sell a player that you wanted to keep. And usually for a cut price as well. I was lucky on this save when they decided that 19.25 million was enough money to let Embrickson leave. I was lucky that they actually sold him for his buyout clause and not less. Because usually they accept a cut price bid, which is infuriating. Another scout meeting. I tell you what, guys, we're getting a lot of Italian and French regens being brought to our attention. I quite like it. I don't always tend to sign many Italians on my saves. It's not a conscious thing, I just don't tend to come across many. Okay, Farino's training well, that's good. Cardosi, not only are you training badly, but when you've come on, you've been shite. What's happening with him right now? Oh, yep, of course he's on a downward spiral. Let's check his training. He's not doing any. Right, let's see about changing that. Yeah, we need a big reaction after that last game, because 6-3 is not... It's not a good result. It's not fun. Okay. I think we've got to make Sommer available for the 18s because he needs some match sharpness. Same with this guy. Same with Christensen, actually. He could end up being decent, but not someone I'm going to move for right now. And yeah, you're right, Kate. The 6-3 does depend on which end of it you're on. Unfortunately, that time around we were on very much the wrong side. It's been an interesting season so far, I would say. It's been a bit up and down. We've not really sort of just settled into a rhythm, I would say. We've maybe got a couple of good results and then a bad one. Beating some teams that maybe we shouldn't have beat on paper, and then losing to teams that you would argue we should have a better chance against. But we are 8th, which if you offered me that at the start of the season, I would have taken it. It's funny you saying that Rodri's not for sale, buddy, because we've actually got a fee agreed for him. So shut up. He clearly is for sale. Right. We need a reaction. Indigai's been dog shit in the last few games, which is obviously great to see. Hubert makes the bench. I suppose Christensen could be on the bench as well. Right. I still think this is the best choice in terms of the 11 to start the game. Do this for the fans. I kind of want to just say go out and do better than last time, but you know what, let's play the underdog card. How is Shaggy developing? Which one's Shaggy again? Is that Gifroy? Or if Gifroy? Oh yeah, I remember now. He's got 4 bravery, so you say that he's like Shaggy when he jumps into... Oh no, it's Scooby-Doo that jumps into Shaggy's arms, isn't it? I think. I don't know, I'm not sure I'm remembering this right. Yeah, he certainly does not have 15 assists yet, but the season is a long one. So we'll see. You guys need to give him a chance. I mean, to be fair, I need to give him a chance in the first team as well, but I'm a little bit scared that he'll give away a pen. Okay, good pressure in midfield, turn the ball over. Oh, Indigo, come on. You're clean through. Oh, this guy's pissing me off. What do you guys think on the age-old debate of 2D versus 3D engine? What do you guys prefer to play with first of all, and then watch if you're watching a streamer? Personally, I've only ever played on 3D. I know there's people who play maybe some of the earlier FM games and Champ Manager and whatnot that stick to 2D. Kate's firmly 3D. Me too. 100% 3D. Gunnar Dre's 3D all the way as well. Okay, I think we're probably going to end up coming to a general consensus here. Please be offside. He's offside. Good line, boys. That was completely intentional. Oh, it's a great line. Look at that. Dominici helped Liakos out of trouble there. Created a decent passage of play. Why are you shooting? The fullbacks are asked specifically to not shoot and pass the ball. I don't get it. Yonto, go on. Oh, you know you can go in the box before you shoot. That is allowed. You don't have to, take the shot from the edge of the box when you're clean for one goal. Come on, guys. Out the traps for the second half. Can we get ourselves ahead early on? That's a good tackle from Rodri. Oh, fuck's sake. See if demanding more gets a reaction out of them. Okay, that's a comfortable save. Can we start a counter? Not with a ball like that, we can't. I thought for a second they were going to score from us playing out of the back then. Which I've actually turned off since we were promoted because I didn't think we were good enough to play out of the back at this level. Okay, let's see about making some changes. You guys were asking how Shaggy's getting on. Let's get him on the pitch. Farino's been bang average and he's getting tired anyway. Do you know what? Liakos has been shit. So, we're going to go for it, guys. The new man is going to make his debut. I was debating for a second going with a front three rather than a front two. Which I think we'll do if Indigai doesn't do anything in the next few minutes because he's starting to really get on my tits. Okay, yeah. He's having a torrid. He's coming off. Sommer, I want you to show me what you've got. Oh, hang on. That's not going to work, is it? No, that's not going to work. Because we don't have another striker to bring on. Okay, it looks like Indigai's got off the hook slightly. Although, I still would like to try and push to win this game. So let's put the new man in the number 10 role. Get him closer to the attack. And let's see if he can work his magic in there. That's a good ball. Indigai. Oh, my course he puts it. The fucking keeper. What a clown. Oh. Do you know what? Indigai's actually been that bad that let's... What are our options here? We haven't got many. Do you know what? I'm going to put Sommer up top. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, because he can only play out wide or... Let's just go for it. Let's put him up there. I do not want Indigai missing another 1v1. Here he is. That's a great ball. Can we pick someone out from the cross? Oh, guys, fuck. How have we not scored? And what's the keeper doing there, for fuck's sake? Good hands. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. Because, yes, we had less of the ball. Yes, we had less shots. But we did have more on target. And we also had the only clear-cut chances of the game. And missed them both. And I'm pretty sure they were both 1v1s that Piero Indigai had. Let's just try and keep morale up, even though I'm pissed off that we've drawn that game. Rachel thinks we got outplayed. Do you think? I don't remember them having too many clear-cut chances to win the game, and I remember us having two. And I've said before, I'm more than happy to give up possession. For me, possession is overrated. I can't remember who said it, but I think it was a famous manager in a press conference after his team won a game with fuck all possession. And he said that if he sat at the bar talking to a girl all night and it looks like things are going places and he thinks he's in with a chance, and then suddenly the young lady gets up, gets her coat and goes off with another man and goes home. Does that mean that the first guy can sit there and say, but I had all the possession? You know? I don't think possession is all it's cracked up to be. pull up the match report. Okay. Okay, less shots, but we had more on target. We had 2 clear-cut chances. Where is it showing that? Analysis. Oh, show me clear-cut chances. Here we go. Okay, so let's have a run through from the top. So, they had 15 shots, we had 10. Fair enough. They had more shots than us. They had 6 of those on target, we had 7. I'd say shots on target are more important than shots. And off target doesn't really matter too much. Clear-cut chances. They didn't have a single clear-cut chance. We had 2. And they were both 1v1s with Indigo. If anyone was going to win that game, it was us. We had less of the ball, yes, but we did more with it. We fashioned better openings, created better quality chances, and just didn't take them. We lost out on pass completion, successful tackles, and headers won. Pass completion is because we go more direct, so statistically you're less likely to complete a pass if it's a long range pass than if it's a 5-yard pass that maybe possession-based teams play. So that one I'm not particularly fussed about. I don't mind a slightly lower pass completion percentage if it means that we transition through the thirds quicker and hurt teams on the break. I'm completely down for that. Headers won. Yeah, I mean it's nice to win headers and second balls and that type of thing, but I don't think a game's won and lost on that alone. And if they had to make more tackles, I'd say that that's because we were causing them more problems. I mean, obviously I'm just going to sit here and defend the way we played, but you know, there's nothing too out of the ordinary in there, in that bunch of stats there, that tells me that we played particularly badly or that we were outplayed at all. Trying to find this early chance that Indigo had. Here we go, look, Indigo 1v1. I mean, not scoring that. It's not great, is it? That's in the first 5 minutes. We should be 1-0 up already. Anyway, we move on. I agree, a point was probably fair, although I think we should kick ourselves a little bit for the quality of the chances that we created that we didn't take. Don't like talking about other teams in press conferences, to be honest. You used to win 50% of your 1v1s as a keeper. You must have been a fucking good keeper, first of all, because I also used to be a keeper, and I was always told that, do you know what, if a player gets through one-on-one, already the defence haven't done their job. And so the weight of expectation is on the striker to finish it, just like in a penalty situation, really. Obviously, everyone would love a keeper that could always save 1v1s. And to be honest, the 1v1 attribute on this game is very important. some of the most frustrating keepers I've come up against on this game have a really good 1v1s attribute. In fact, let's have a look at their keeper and see what his 1v1s are. 16. Okay, fair enough. Football Manager. The game is based on data and he's got 16 one-on-ones and 12 rushing out tendency. Okay, I can stomach that. If he was a keeper with a terrible 1v1 stat, or attribute rather, that was making 1v1 saves, I'd be fuming. But I can accept that if he's got 16. Farhan Stylianou. He looks pretty decent. 8 determination though for a youngster. Not sure that's someone I'd want to take a risk on. That's a very good point actually, Kate. I didn't check his anticipation. To be fair, for a second, I just need to sort of realise who we are and what division we're in, because a point or any kind of result away from home is something that we should be just accepting, I reckon. And when I say we, I mean me. Look at this though, guys. The only player in our youth setup that I believe has a future at the club, and he's progressing. He's now got 4-star to 5-star potential ability with 15 finishing, and he's no slouch. Let's praise him. Oh, he's fuming. He's only got a balanced personality. Usually it's the really driven ones that get pissed off with you when you compliment their training. Okay, I think this next game is a bit of a free pass. Aswijan City away from home. I'm going to say it again because it worked last time, but I can't see us getting a result here, guys, you know. Last time I said that, we went and beat them 2-0, so I'm hoping something similar happens. That's interesting, Kate. I was always taught the same as a keeper. And eyes. Their gait and their eyes always told you where a striker was putting a ball. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, yeah. City have just come off a 4-0 win. Fantastic. Yep, looks like Aswijan Maliki are going to walk away with the title again. Shock. Just trying to think, guys. Do we need any more reinforcements before the transfer window slams shut? I'm not aware of a player that would improve us that we can actually afford at the moment. We absolutely have to sign a right back of our own though by the end of the season, probably in the summer, because both of the right backs in our squad are on loan first of all, and secondly, Renault's not been as good this season as he has been previously, and Cardosi certainly hasn't been. This guy looks like he could be promising. Oh wow, and another one. Another number 10. Okay. Machoy Giallo, I think that's pronounced. Available for next to nothing. He looks like a good player. I don't think we need any more midfielders really. Oh, was he? How did he get on that save? Good evening, mad scientist. Not too bad, mate. How are you? I'll tell you what, guys. There's now 2 people in the stream that haven't seen the new intro live in action. It could be time to drop it again. Yeah, let's just ignore the fact they just won 4-0. Okay, we're picking up another free transfer. I mean, I'm under no illusion that this guy's first team quality now, because he isn't. But there's certainly some potential there, I think. If we can improve that positioning, which you can improve. The one defending attribute you cannot improve directly is tackling. So I think he's a good one to bring in. How much do we have to pay to buy him now? 55k to buy him now, guys. I reckon having him in and around the squad for an extra 6 months. Well, sorry, not 6 months, half a season. is probably worth doing. I know what you guys are going to say, so I'm going to bring him in now. Let's get him in the squad as well. He might be called upon. Okay, he doesn't need a squad number right now because he's probably not going to play for a little while. Now we've got 2 regens, guys, that we need to give faces to. So 100% everyone needs to jump in the Discord. And tomorrow I'm going to post 6 faces in total for the 2 of them. And you guys are going to pick, hopefully. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to drop the intro again. I'm going to do it one more time for the guys in the chat that haven't seen it yet. So hopefully everyone's watching. Are you ready? Right, let's do it. What do we reckon? I'm sure you can already tell I'm a fan. I'm tempted to take this auto-saving every 2 weeks off whilst I'm streaming. However, if the worst was to happen, and the game went down, we'd lose a lot. Okay, you guys weren't happy with the the speed of the ending. Right, let's go again. One more time, whilst the game's saving. Okay, I think that one was better. Mad Scientist's a fan, that's good. Great to hear, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think it's, generally speaking, better when I don't cut it off before it's finished. I'm not sure that's a strategy that's going to get good results. Okay, no more plays of the intro on this stream. Because I do not want the novelty to wear off. I want to think it's cool every time I see it. And I don't know why I'm saying that to you guys, because I'm the one that needs to be told to not play it anymore. However, there is, however, I can't believe I've just done that. There is an outro that you guys might like. So you've got that to look forward to if you stick with us until the end. Okay, I think we need to train Joanne, I think we're going to call him. Although I'm sure Kate will let me know if I'm pronouncing that one wrong. I'm glad I'm not the only one, scientist. I'm really glad. Because it is just like a new toy that I just want to keep playing, to be honest. Right, we are going to make this guy not a ball playing defender because he can't pass a ball. So let's just try him as a central defender. And defensive positioning is going to be the area we're looking to improve. He's got amazing jumping reach and he's tall, but his heading is bang average. Do you mind if I ask how much it cost, Steve? I don't mind. So it was £20 each for the intro and the outro. And to be fair, although I wasn't charged extra for it, the guy turned it around in 24 hours, which I was really happy with. And we didn't actually have to revise it at all because he was on the money. First, I think I sent him a link to my YouTube channel, and I think he went on there and obviously tried to capture the theme I was going for. To be honest, I gave him very little to go on, and I reckon he smashed it out of the park. So overall, I would say I'm happy because I've got something of a level of quality that I wouldn't have been able to produce on my own. I also got it very quickly. So yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled. It was a guy called Reaperworks on, what do you call it, Fiverr. Not afraid to give him a shout out. I'm happy with his work. I think he deserves it. So yeah, Reaperworks on Fiverr was the guy that did it for me. I can't remember his real name for the life of me. I do apologise. Scientist, you really like the ball logo with the name. That's really nice to hear because I was working on like an alias and a concept to kick off my streaming. It was one of the things that held me up actually, was getting the graphics done. And yeah, you know, I'm obviously happy that you guys like it. I was a bit anxious to sort of see how it'd be received in the FM community. Not sure if people would sort of get it, especially the name and whatnot, because it's actually an ancient Greek word, Mainomai, and it's the ancient Greek word for someone who is basically a raging maniac, which I think anyone who knows me knows that I get triggered by video games very easily, and I like to throw my toys out of the pram. So yeah, I thought it was perfect. And then the ball obviously is just a sort of symbol of rage. Pretty obvious really. But yeah, that's the story of how Mainomai was decided on. I'll tell you what we can do now that we've brought in a couple of players. We can look to offload some. We're probably not going to get 500k for him now, but we might get 375. To be honest, he's not going to play, so I'll take anything I can have for him. It actually is the root of maniac, Kate. When I looked into it, it did say that the word maniac came from the word Mainomai. Hang on, I've jumped the gun here and I have gone to submit a team without checking it first. To be honest, again, it's probably Grungy. He's not fit enough to play, so this arguably is our best 11. Actually, do I think Indigai would be better up top on his own at the moment, and then have two inside forwards? But then again, we'd lose a man in midfield, and against these guys, they're probably going to dominate the ball. So we need legs in midfield. Okay, no, we're going to leave it. I don't think it's a great idea to disrupt the tactical familiarity before a game against the top side. So this is what we're going to go with. It's funny, Kate, before we were friends on Discord, I actually attempted to send you a message to ask you about the word, etc., because I know that you're a bit of a linguist, as I was doing my own research to sort of fact check it but you didn't accept my friend request in time, so that's a sad story. Just trying to make you feel bad. It's not going to work, but I thought I'd try. Okay, yeah, we will tell the players that the pressure is off. Sorry about that, you tried to get to them. I mean, there's a lot of us, isn't there, Kate? A lot of people trying to be your friend, I think. You've got a lot of fans. Have faith in you. Go and make a difference. Okay, guys. I fully understand if you want to look away from the stream at this point, because we could be on the end of a hiding. That's a good point, Gunnar. I don't think you've seen a win tonight. Well, I mean, I don't think any of us have seen a win tonight, but yeah, sorry to disappoint. Hopefully, we'll get a win before you have to head off, although I'm not sure it's going to be this game, but we'll go for it. Try and play it down a little bit. Treat it just as another game. Okay, come on, boys. Let's make this awkward for them. Okay, Indigai. There he is! Piero Indigai, and that is definitely upsetting them. That's exactly what we were after. In fact, I'm pretty sure we scored in a very similar way in the first game, in the home game against these guys, early on in the season. How about that? He was dog shit in the previous couple of games, and he scored his first 1v1 this game. Clearly their keeper's got he hasn't got 16 1v1s by the looks of things. That's a cracking start to the game. We have something to defend now, if we could defend. Attack is the best form of defence, is my belief. If we're constantly giving them something to think about at their end of the pitch, they're going to be less inclined to throw bodies forward. Okay, that's good stuff back there. Good eye for a pass. Here's Indigai again. Oh! What the fuck? He's fired one at the keeper and then fired the second one at the post. What is he doing? He could have us 2-0 up by now. You can't miss those chances against teams like this. There we go, look. There we fucking go. How obvious was that? Miss a massive chance at one end and go and concede that. Fuck's sake, come on. Good interception for Reno. Wow. Okay, we're winning it hard at the pitch again. That's good. Can we break on them from here? No, apparently not. Good work in the guy. Oh, I could have worked into the box a bit better. a good ball. Oh, there we go, Rodri. Rodri's up from the back and nods in the set piece. Love that. It's a cracking delivery. Right where the defence don't want it and where the keeper doesn't want to come and get it. That's a great goal. Oh, fuck me. He's offside. Oh, thank God. He's offside. Good line, boys. Completely planned. Oh, look at that line. He's miles off. Let's demand more. Get them settled, hopefully. Get them concentrated. See this through to half time. Or not. Oh, fucking hell. Good defending. I don't get to say that very often. Okay, we're 2-1 up at half time. I will take it. Still room for improvement. I never like telling the players that I'm happy with their first half performance because they never maintain the same level in the second half. They always drop off. There's games where I might go 3-0 up in the first half an hour. We'll get into half time 3-0 up and I'll tell the guys, keep doing what you're doing. And then we'll go and concede 1 or 2. Okay, can we hurt them on the break? Nyonto, you stay on side. Oh, Indigo, you greedy bastard. Pass the ball. Oh, he's giving away a pen. You clown. Absolute clown. Oh, that's a soft way to let him back into this one. That's really... So we've just gifted them the fucking equaliser there. Leakos has been shit. Renault looks tired. Okay, whip this. You've got plenty of time. Pick out the ball. Go on, Yonto. Again, he's taking it early again. Do you know what? Let's work it into the box. I want to get closer in before we start shooting because it's not working for us, what we're doing now. I think I'm gonna change both fullbacks. They're looking tired. Actually, maybe not at the same time. We'll give Farino maybe 5 more minutes. How are we looking up top? No, they're both playing well, to be fair. Dominici's looking tired. Leakos is... No, he's not playing too well. Okay, we'll give it to the 75th and then we might make 2 more changes. Go on, Leakos. Oh, that's... who gave up the pen? It was Galash Galak, our Polish centre half. He made a silly tackle. Right, Dominici's looking tired. Liakos, he's improved his game, to be fair. Right, let's swap these two round. And then I think, yeah, Farino's looking tired. Let's see if Geffroy can come on and create something for us so that we can nick this away from home. Oh, that's a good save. Okay, now break. Oh, it's got to be quicker in the transition. We were actually 2-1 up, Rachel. Get in! There's Gnonto! I tell you what, that ball from Darbo has absolutely carved them open. I mean, massive gap in their defence as well, guys. It's not just us that can't defend, apparently. And Gnonto has... I mean, this could be a proper smash and grab, guys. Let's start wasting some time. Rachel, you just need to stay in the stream and stop going off to do life stuff. Just pay attention, because you are clearly the good luck charm. It's great stuff. Oh, we could have absolutely sealed it there. Look at us bopping the ball around like we're prime Barcelona. Carving these guys open. Okay. Oh, we're exposed. That's a very good tackle. That's a really good tackle. I'm just playing through him. Here's Gnonto again. Oh, the keeper's done well. He was off his line pretty quick there. Great line from the boys. Oh, that's too much detail, Rachel. Cat's throwing up on bedding. We don't want any of that in the stream. But fair enough. I suppose you have to go. And guys, we've just done a league double over Aswijan City. Any of you that have played the Aswijan database know how difficult that is to do, because these guys defend usually really well. As you can see, they set up with 2 banks of 4. And we got the win for Gunnar Dre. Dre, I think the only way to repay me, really, would be to join the Discord, ready for tomorrow's vote on the player faces. And Rachel has fulfilled her duties of Lucky Charm once again this evening, which I'm really grateful for. A league double over the 2nd or 3rd best team in the country. Now, what a way to boost morale that is. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. And we are up to 7th, guys. Although we have played a game more than other. Oh no, they still can't catch us though, to be fair. So yeah, we are up to 7th. We are looking healthy. Okay, no worries, mate. If you don't tend to use Discord much, then no pressure. Should be able to get hold of a link somewhere for you if you do want to join, though. It is in the description of the previous streams. What I do need to do, though, is start putting it in the description of the live stream as it's up. I think that would probably help matters. But yeah, if not, I will message you it. I think is the least I can do as soon as we come off stream. But thanks again for joining us, buddy. I appreciate it. And I'm glad we managed to get that win for you. Indigo did have a great game, to be fair. Started things off really well. Could have put us 2-0 up really early on, but decided against it. You know, he knows best. Thanks a lot, Gunner Dre, buddy. It's really kind of you. And I appreciate the support, fella. And like I said, tomorrow I will be tuning in to the latest episode of your series, along with a few others. And I'm eagerly anticipating the release of Kate's new series with Wabani, because I want to see some regen Wonder Kids. I'm not going to lie. It's my favourite thing on the game. I need you guys to be showing me regen Wonder Kids. Post them in the Discord. All of it. I live for it. Ah, 3.7 million. This was someone I was really interested in when he came up on a scouting, but it's been listed. Yeah, 3.7. We can't pay that. We have our maximum number of loan signings at the moment, Rachel, unless we were able to make the Rodri deal a permanent one in this window, which we don't have the money to do, unfortunately. But also, we do need to sign a permanent right back rather than bringing people in on loan. That is a priority for me. I don't want to have to keep loaning players. It's a shame though, because that guy looks good. If I had 3.7 million, I'd probably consider paying it. Yeah, there's been a few players that we've missed out on loan deals in this window because we're already at our cap. I'd say out of the loan players we have, maybe Cardosi is someone that we could have done without, but he was just someone that played for us in the lower leagues and I kind of trusted him a little bit. You're thinking about the finances. I'm constantly thinking about the finances, Rachel. And I'll tell you what's going to do our finances the world of good. And that is finishing top half in our first season in the top flight rather. Oh, yeah, this is our old assistant, isn't it? You've got the lacquer job. Do I not insert the terminate loan only clause? I must admit on that one I didn't. I have done in the past, but on that deal I decided not to. Sorry, no, it wasn't I decided not to. I just didn't think it'd be necessary. I thought, you know what, we'd need him as cover all season at right back. And as it happens, we do need him as cover because we've got no one else who can play there. Other than maybe Darbo, although he's not familiar there at all. But I reckon he'd make a decent right back if push came to shove. We've got plenty of midfielders that can step into Darbo's role, so might be something I'll look to trial, maybe towards the end of the season. Okay, we're not going to be able to flog Almqvist this window because he's injured, which is frustrating. I'm loving life having Dirk Kuyt as my assistant, by the way. What an assistant he is. Hard-working chap. Absolute workhorse of a man. Can we maybe raise some more funds by offloading this chap? Because he's not really getting a look in at left back for us. He was the same as a player, absolutely. Dirk Kuyt is actually one of my favourite players, especially from that era of Liverpool sides, as a Liverpool fan. Yeah, I mean, at times, some of our best players, the Gerrards, etc., were surrounded by some bang average players, but Dirk Kuyt wasn't one of those. He was certainly a good player. Okay, do we lower our asking price a little bit for this guy? I think we should, because I would like to offload in this window to raise some funds. And we're creeping ever closer to that deadline. Oh yeah, no doubt. He's definitely a Klopp player, isn't he? Versatile, hard-working. Great pro. Great to have around the dressing room. He's brilliant. Okay, Lacra at home. The Custard Prophet has dropped in. Hi mate, how are you? Thanks a lot for joining us. Even if it is only a brief visit, it's always appreciated. You've just missed our biggest win of the season against third placed Aswijan Maliki away from home. Absolute smash and grab it was. Thrilling stuff. Although you are in time to see a game. So, you know, bad timing in one respect, but great timing in another. If you're here to see a game. Ah, this is concerning. Our main, if not only, halfback is suspended. Not good. Okay, Joan, you're going to make the bench. Grungeon, he's really struggling with that injury. What did he have wrong with him? Oh, it was knee ligaments, that's why. Fair enough. He's been out for a while with that. Who else can play halfback? Westergren, potentially. Probably trust Christiansen in there a bit more. If I could do the double over Maliki, you'd be really impressed. Oh, you're not asking for too much, are you, Kate? I've done that several times in my Menusa save, the league double over Aswijan Maliki. But something tells me it'll be a little bit more difficult to do with Hesef. Okay, I don't think we need to change much. I mean, actually, Galac's performances are concerning me slightly. We might have to monitor that. He obviously gave away a pen, I think, in the last game. So we'll keep an eye on it. Dominici could also step out if he has another poor game. How's the season going? Let's have a look, shall we? We are currently, as a newly promoted side, sat in 7th place out of 18. So HESF, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the database, Profit, but HESF are, or were, the worst team in the country, bottom of the 3rd division. 150 million quid in debt they were, euros in debt they were. And we've managed to pull that around after going into administration. But now we're in the top flight. We had back-to-back promotions, winning the league and the cup on the way. And here we are, slaying giants in the 1st division. Okay, let's go with the same team, but I'm paying particular attention to the performances of Dominici and Galac because their last 5 performances have not been great. And if this one's poor, then I think they're probably going to lose their place in the side. I'm actually tempted to drop Dominici now because we have a few options in midfield. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt and let's get into it. Honestly, Prophet, you should play it. 100%, no doubt about it. It's the only database I've ever downloaded. And it's got me hooked. I'm having a great time. Hang on a sec, did I just see that they're playing quite a similar formation to us? Or, sorry, to what I prefer to play. Not what we're playing right now. Nope, no one's reacted to the old fan team talk. One day they will. One day. If we play like we did in the last game, we're going to cause these guys a lot of problems. But it's a big if. Well, he's blazed out over the bar, hasn't he? Okay, we started strongly. But nothing to show for it as of yet. So not only does Liakos put the free kick straight at the wall, but then he picks up the rebound and then loses the ball yet again. Fantastic. Oh, it's a corner. I think we might have to start working this into the box because we are very much on top of these guys. Yeah, look at that, look. But we need to actually create some clear-cut chances rather than just stuff in and around the edge of the box. You've got a TV older than me. Do you guys know how old I am? Do you want to take a bit of a guess? Oh, what a goal. Love that. Liakos gets his head in. I mean, I didn't even see him in the shot there. Is it Nyonto that has the initial header? No, Renault, sorry. And then Liakos is there to head it home. Fantastic. Well, we're absolutely dominating here. Rachel, I'd love to see if you disagree with me on this game in terms of who's dominating. 24. It's a pretty good guess. I'm pretty sure I must have told you before. $30. No, I'm not 30. I'm probably going to make you all feel quite old, and I apologise, but I am only 24. 25 next month, actually. I'm probably going to get to spend my 25th birthday in lockdown, which is fantastic. Not quite sure how Rachel guessed 24. I must have had a conversation with Rachel about that before. I haven't. So it's just a bloody good guess. Mystic Rachel. Still room for improvement, guys. We can still turn this absolute demolition job on Lacra into more goals. Kate has kids that are several years older than me. I mean, I'm not sure whether I need to apologise or... and Rachel's got a kid my age. Okay. I just feel really young, guys. I'm just going to say that. You guys don't need to feel old. I feel young. I'm a spring chicken of the FM community. Right, let's get stuck into... Actually, do you know what? Farino, you need to come off. You're looking a bit tired. And Gifroy, a.k.a. Shaggy, is... He's going to get half. He's going to get 45 minutes. He's still finding his feet in that wing-back role. Hopefully he can get an assist, because he needs a fair few assists to get to the 15 that we set him as a target at the start of the season. I say we, I mean me. And rather than setting him a target, it was more putting a target on his back for criticism, but... Do not concede from a corner. Okay, good hands. Thank you. That's their first shot and first shot on target. If they had scored that, it would have just been textbook Football Manager. Get in! Love that from Indigai. And Liakos comes up with the assist. He's had a good game, Liakos. Apologies if you can hear me sniffing as well, guys. I'm trying to be as quiet as I can, but I am a hay fever sufferer, so I'm sure you can feel my pain. Fair play to you guys, and shout out to the step parents out there as well, because you chose to be a parent, you know. Okay, let's keep Renault fresh as well. Give Cardosi some minutes. Or do I want to see Darbo play it? No, he's too tired to then start playing it right back. He'll be knackered by the end of the game. Might look to bring on Hubert as the game goes on. Yeah, do you know what? Liakos has had a good game. Let's try and wrap him in cotton wool a little bit, protect him, and bring on the young Frenchman we signed pretty much on a free transfer. Give him some minutes in his new position. This is like a GCSE maths exam. If Karen is 22 and Sandra is 41, I don't know where I'm going with this joke, but you get the picture. I know the GCSE questions you're on about, Custard. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Our boy Shaggy cutting in from the left wing back position, gets his head on something. With that 4 bravery of his, he was brave enough to attack that one with no one around him. This is turning out to be a comprehensive win. I'd love a clean sheet if we could keep it. Hit that. Oh, unlucky. Oh, you fuckers. I knew as soon as I said about the clean sheet that... Oh, well, no clean sheet for us, guys. That's disappointing. Shitty goal to concede as well. And Geoffroy's picked up an injury. Fantastic. That's just great. That's brilliant. Love to see that. Where do we go from here? Let's bring Cardosi back. I think Darbo's going to have to come in and fill in at right back, to be honest. Not quite sure what I can do there. Just got to see out the rest of the time. That's not good. Never recovered from winning the header. No, too much bravery in one game for his liking. Oh, we've actually played a square pass for once, but we've not scored from it somehow. I'll still praise him. It was a good result and a good performance. Shame about the clean sheet, or lack of. How bad is the injury? Oh, that's not good. Sprained knee ligaments. He's out for at least a month. Probably more. Ah. 100% I agree, guys. 3 massive points for us. Did we buy Galak from Mainz? Oh yeah, we did. So we did. Did his bravery go down? That's pretty much impossible, isn't it? I can't imagine his bravery is going to go down anymore. And Rachel is correct. I think actually, guys, we've never won a game when Rachel hasn't been in the chat, active in the chat. I'm going to go out and say it. It's a bit of a bold claim, but I reckon it's true. Exactly, Custard. Nothing to do with my tactical genius whatsoever. In fact, these guys, they're my biggest fans, but they're also my biggest haters. They really don't like my tactical setup at all. He's pretty decent. 15 composure for a youngster, that's pretty good. You often find youngsters with really good finishing as strikers and terrible composure, so that is pretty cool to see. Custard is correct. He's on 100% win record in the stream, so you need to come back every time, I'm afraid. You're committed now, mate. Custard Prophet is trying to still work out what the tactics are. You see, I'm not going to disclose too much, okay? Because I'm tempted, if I am going to ever debut in releasing sort of edited videos, my idea is to break down my tactic in a video and do an analysis on it so that you guys and whoever is interested, if anyone's interested, can get a better understanding of it. Okay, you guys want to see Gifroy quickly? Oh my god, he's got 2 bravery! It actually has gone down. How? How can it get any worse than 4? That is dreadful. I reckon Kate nearly fell out of her chair when she saw that number. When that number came up. That is hilarious. 2 bravery. Have you guys ever seen a player with 2 bravery on FM before? Because I don't think I have. More importantly, 16 crossing, 16 first touch, 16 technique, guys. You know? You did call it, Kate. Okay, let's go back to a very brief tactical breakdown for Custard, so that he hopefully buys into what we're doing here and fancies coming back. Right, so essentially what we've got is a high intensity gegenpress. So we obviously press the opposition, but then we also counter press when we don't have the ball to try, and the aim is to win it back as hard the pitch as possible. We squeeze very hard the pitch, play an offside trap. Again, to try and make the pitch as small as possible for the opposition, so that they try and play through the thirds and either lose the ball to our press or then decide to go long and just, you know, and our back line picks it up. So we're playing with a sweeper keeper. I do try to play with 2 ball playing defenders, but we're not at that level yet where we can play with ball playing defenders. The most important, or arguably the most important player in the team is the halfback in this setup, because, and I'm not going to go into FM's description of a halfback, but I will describe sort of how I see them briefly and why I use one. Essentially, this is the player responsible for everything. So the ball goes through him. We need him to be an all-rounder with good passing, good positioning, good tackling. As you can see, a lot of yellow attributes here. Would like to see some greens in the passing areas and stuff, but again, we're not at the highest level yet. So yeah, like I say, the halfback is responsible basically for orchestrating the play, but most importantly, when we break on teams and go up the pitch, and quite often this happens, nothing comes of our attack and it maybe breaks down, the opposition come back at us. The halfback's key role for me is to sit in there and eat up any counter attacks to our counter attack. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you know, teams can counter your counter. And yeah, he's in there to stamp that out where he can and get us playing again as early as possible. But I would say this segment of the team is the most important in the system, because you've got the halfback here pulling strings. These wing backs, they play very high and wide up the pitch, and they're actually our main creative force. The midfield 3 here are basically a screen for the defence, and it's preferable to have some creativity here. It's good to have a midfielder that, for example, plays a lot of key killer passes, because again, they can play into the half spaces in the channels for the wing backs to overlap, square the ball, hopefully for an easy tap in at the back stick. Anyway, I need to shut up because I don't want to talk too much about it. I'd very much like to do a tactical analysis and breakdown in sort of more detail. So yeah, I will say no more for now, but essentially that's what we're trying to achieve with this formation. I hope that sort of helps. Very funny, Rachel. So if I counter their counter of our counter, can they counter your counter? It's just one big counter. Football is just one big counter attack, Rachel. It's just constantly us countering their counters, who counter our counters. Just lots of countering. But more importantly, Kate, he has, just like everyone that I want in the wing-back roles, he has very high crossing, or high crossing for this level. Good technique. He's quick, athletic. That's what we want. A lot of it in them areas is about pegging back the opposition. So our wing-backs are so hard at the pitch that the opposing team's wide midfielders or wingers struggle to get forward, which I think we demonstrated quite well in the last game against Lacroix, and even the game before it. Aswijan City are a really good team, and we managed to give them something to think about defensively, to the extent that they didn't really come out of their shell and play too well. It's basically built on the theory that attack is the best form of defence. And don't get me wrong, we are going to concede goals at times. Although the proper version of this formation has a goals conceded ratio of 0.82 per game, which is not bad, less than 1 goal a game. And we score nearly 3 goals a game with a win percentage of 75%. So it's not to be sniffed at, guys. Fighting talk from Kate. We should do a network save and see how you get on against my Manuza team. You'd have no chance. Absolutely no chance. Don't get me wrong, this system is not for everyone. It's certainly not for everyone. And it can leave you wanting at the back slightly. It's why, although it does work with smaller teams, as I'm showing here with SF, you end up dominating with the bigger sides, because naturally the quality of player you have back there, you've obviously got less bodies back there, but the quality of player in terms of centre half, goalkeeper, the best thing actually is to have a sweeper keeper that obviously is good at one-on-ones, which our keeper's okay at. But distribution is very important. Unfortunately, our keeper's not got great distribution on here, but again, on my other save, my keeper has very good distribution, very good one-on-ones, all of the attributes you'd like to see in a keeper. But he also has a key trait, which our keeper here can't learn because he's throwing and vision isn't good enough. But it is, in fact, starts counter-attacks from long throws. Which is, yeah, like I say, it's very important because we do look to transition very quickly before the opposition can get set. So as soon as the keeper catches the ball, we're bang, down the other end, giving him something to think about. That's the idea anyway. To be fair, guys, I think we have come to a point where we should probably call it a night because I am going to be streaming quite often this week and we'll be able to get through a few games. Take care, Custard. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Appreciate seeing you active in the chat as well. It's great stuff. Feel free to join the Discord if you fancy, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. And I'll keep an eye out for that Journeyman episode. That's fine, we'll remove him because we've got an injury now. Take care, buddy. Okay, I think in terms of Hesef, let's call it a night. But what I am going to do, guys, is I'm going to give you a little sneak preview of my Menuza team. Because I keep talking about it, and you guys are probably thinking, oh yeah, whatever. It's a great tactic, I'm sure, but I'd beat it, or whatever. Right, so what I'm going to do is, let's quit to the start screen. Make sure we save it. Hesef, there we go. So just stick around for a couple of minutes and I will show you my Menuza team. It's an absolute force now. Rachel would play the counter game. Fair enough. It'd be quite intriguing just to see one giant game of counter attacking. See who comes out on top. To be fair, I think the best way to play against my setup here would be with a low block. Maybe 2 banks of 4. Absorb pressure, and obviously I would have thrown bodies forward and you'll be able to get in down the wide areas where my fullbacks or wing backs are pushed on. Okay, let's load Menuza. Thanks a lot for dropping in, Scientist. Really appreciate it, mate. And thanks again for the ongoing support. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Okay, guys, are you ready? This is the team. Although, bear in mind, so this is the start of my 4th season, I think. And I've only just signed Camavinga in this window, as well as Van der Voort. I previously had... This was the setup. Eric Garcia was in there as my halfback. And then Cordisco... Oh, no, not Prieto. Cordisco was at centre-back. So... This is how I like to set up usually, and this team is immense. The wing backs are just crazy good. Slightly better bravery there, but as you can see, all the attributes that I'm looking for in a wing back. He's also 6'4", which really helps. With 18 jumping as well. My other wing back, Sami Finhala. For some reason he's declining now, but again, he's got all the important stats that I want for a wing back. I'm not saying for a second it's the same formation, Kate. It's the same tactical setup. Formation and tactics are two different things, aren't they? But the philosophy is the same. But 100% I agree. Playing with inside forwards does balance the whole thing off much better. Unfortunately, in the Hesef save, until I'd say now, I think we finally now have players that can play in those areas. Historically, we haven't. So I've had to compromise and tweak the tactics, which I think is what anyone does when, you know, you're faced with an issue. So yeah, this is the setup. Eric Garcia, he actually is a ball playing defender, but I've turned him into a halfback because he's got everything I'm after. Having said that, we have upgraded on him by bringing in Camavinga now, and Garcia drops back into centre back. Inside forwards are just pacey, powerful with good finishing. They're basically strikers, wide strikers. Almost like Salah and Mane at Liverpool. Obviously lower budget versions. It's the formation you're criticising. Yeah, I appreciate that. But to be fair, I wouldn't play that formation unless I had to at the moment. I still want to play with the same philosophy. But obviously playing with my preferred formation isn't feasible at the moment with that Hesef team. Although I do think, like I said before, we are very close to being able to play this system with Hesef. Because we've got the young Italian Sommer that can play out here. Then we've got Gnonto that can play. Although he's right-footed playing down the right-hand side, I still think playing with an inside forward is better because they play narrower, coming off the flank and score more goals. I don't really want wingers because they'll just get in the way of the wing-backs. So yeah, if I just quickly... I can show you the win percentage, etc. So the win percentage has dropped to 73% actually. Since we last looked, it was 75% before. But as you can see, 169 played, 125 won. It's not too shabby. A fair few trophies along the way. Less than a goal a game conceded. A lot of goals scored. But yeah, like I say, this is a bit of a snapshot of what we're moving towards with Hesef. And I'll be relieved more than anyone when eventually I can play that way again. Because I don't tend to like two striker formations. I agree with you, Kate, 100%, which is why I don't need Mazzalas in this team. You know, obviously with the Hesef formation and tactics, we have Mazzalas covering the half spaces because we don't have players here and here. In this formation, I'm actually able to have players that like to get on the ball and dictate things. So both of these players have plays key passes, killer through balls as traits, because that's what I'm asking for from them. Because they don't need to be filling half spaces as much. They can get on the ball and try and do something with it. These guys coming off the flanks create like a narrow front three. But yeah, this is what I love about football and Football Manager, is that, you know, it's a game of opinions. Everyone likes to see the game played in a different way. And that's great. You know, what works for some people doesn't work for others. People look at maybe a formation and a setup and think, oh no, I couldn't play that way. I'd be too exposed here or here. Whereas, you know, others have conflicting opinions. But that is football, the game we all love. Anyway, I think that is where we will probably call it a night. However, I will be back again a few times this week, so keep an eye on the socials. I do need to try and get a timetable drawn up, but at the moment it's a bit sporadic in terms of when I can stream, so I don't want to put a timetable out there that's fixed and then have to, you know, revise it and go back on that. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. I will be back a couple of times this week. You will see me again. Maybe earlier, to be fair, now that I've got some time off work. So yeah, as always, guys, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. All of your support's really appreciated. To the regulars in the chat, thanks for your continued support, and to everyone that joined for the first time, or maybe for the first couple of times. Fantastic stuff. Thank you. And this is where we get to show off. I've been waiting for this moment for ages, to be honest. We get to show off the brand new outro, which, I mean, it's similar to the intro, but, you know, I'm going to drop it now. Peace, guys.